Oh, hello one and hello all. Yeah, my hair's still green. Kind of a mess, but whatever. Um, it, it's not fading quite as fast as I thought it would, but yeah, whatever. So, had a lot of fun political stuff happened over this week. Let's talk about them. Guess I can make this like one joint video. So first things first, legislative meet and greet. Um, so essentially count them, five different legislators in South Dakota showed up here on campus, and I got to have a nice chit chat with them. Nothing too crazy, just like, very like surface level conversations, but still, it was fun. I'm gonna post like a 20-second video that showed who all of them were, because like they posted a group photo. I was also in a group photo. I don't know when or where that's gonna be posted, but I was in a photo somewhere. Somewhere in the world, there was a photo of me standing next to some legislators, other than the ones I've already posted on my Instagram. Also, I did also take a photo of them when they were doing the group photo thing. I will be posting that to Instagram as well. Anyway, so it was Randy Dybert. You guys are wondering, this is like the third or fourth time I've ran into this dude. Maybe Fitzgerald, it's like the, again, third or fourth time I've ran into her, but first time I've actually, like, introduced myself. So, first time I've, like, really properly met. Scott Odenbach, first time I've seen him. Met him. Chill dude, kind of like him. Um, he likes education and dislikes sports, so yeah, I can get behind that. Gary, I forgot his last name. He represents District 29 in the House. I didn't really talk with him. And Kirk Chaffee, also represents District 29. Both of them were in the House. The only senator was Randy. But yeah, Kirk had a brief chat with him. Not bad, not bad. Overall, by the way, the event was being hosted by the Student Senate. I'm gonna try and join that. But yeah, overall, it was enjoyable. Next up, there was a thing going on where you can meet Mike Rounds' staff. By the way, Mike Rounds, one of the two U.S. senators here in South Dakota. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, his staff showed up, or two members of his staff showed up, and they're talking about internship possibilities. Now, I do plan on getting an internship. Is it with Mike Brown specifically? Maybe, I don't know. But just an internship in general. Preferably in the next few years, you know. Probably gonna work in one of the Rapid City offices like over summer or something like that, you know. But yeah, I can't do any internships this year because, well, fall and spring semesters, obviously I'm in college. I don't want to do that. And over the summer, my parents have said they want me home for this summer. So, can't do that. But subsequent summers, 2020, summer of 2025 through, graduation, all that, no promises. I might intern. Next up, a Model UN event. This was hosted by the best RA, Daniel. So essentially for this thing, it was a big program where everyone picked a country, and we did like a Model UN, like fake UN type thing, So we started by electing like a speaker. We chose another RA, Stephen, one of Daniel's friends. He was representing France. By the way, I was representing Japan. Hold on. I got I got this flag for participating. Yeah, I got the Japanese flag. Added it to my collection. I got a very small collection of flags. It's just like a handful of random flags I picked up here in college. Nothing crazy. Anyway, so the first thing we discussed was climate change. Ooh, fun. So we were given like little papers that like give like a brief rundown about the country, like where they're, what's their military like? Do they have nukes? What's the economy like? GDP, population, the government type, what's like the top like industries or whatever, for the country. So me, as in Japan, I don't know if you heard that, but weird noise just happened. Anyway, so I teamed up with South Korea, Germany, and Spain because we all had like tech and cars in general, mostly cars. I called us the Automotive Union, or I don't know. So we joined up and we decided, yeah, green energy is cool. Electric cars, maybe, I don't know. Um, So that's what we did. Naturally, whoever was like running the U.S. decided that they're just gonna buy the moon and film a Super Bowl ad on it. We struck that down. Also, France kind of low key was agreeing with us, so that was nice. And then what was the next thing? Right, the next big topic we discussed was oh yeah. Also, at one point, one of the students who like real life is from Tunisia. He was representing Egypt, next closest thing, I guess. He was trying to call attention to the fact that the U.S. is is so involved in the Middle East. That we didn't stay on that for very long because it's kind of like a hot button thing, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't running the event. I was just there being Japan. Next thing we discussed was banning nuclear weapons, and oh, as Japan, the only country in the world who has been nuked, not once but twice. Oh, I took some opinions here, some in character opinions, you could say. The first thing I did, like when I was called upon, everyone else was like trying to like find reasonable middle ground things. And I was called upon. I was like, okay, first things first. I was like waving the flag. I was like, as someone who's been personally affected by nukes, not to mention the Fukushima. I think that's what it was called. The nuclear disaster that happened like 10 years ago, something like that. Roughly, sometime in the early to mid 2010s. Like a nuclear power plant like exploded or something like that, and like poisoned the water supply somewhere in Japan, So Japan has a rough history with nukes. So it's like, as someone who's been very personally affected by nukes, I got a big laugh out of the crowd. I was like, first things first. Here's my 3-point plan. One, get rid of all your nukes. I don't care how. To quote myself, because Daniel actually filmed this and put it on his Instagram. I didn't know that. But to quote what I said back doing the thing, I said, one, get rid of your nukes. I don't care how. Send them to the moon for all I care. Two, if you launch a nuke, I say we vote to oust you from the UN. And then three was, if you keep your nukes, I will withhold, I will bar, I think was what I used. I will bar any economic relations with you. And then I went on to like list no Nintendo, no Toyota, no anime. So that was fun. And then after the fact, I was like, maybe I'll send Godzilla their way. I don't know. And then at one point, again, I just kind of teamed up with South Korea um, to just start picking on North Korea, basically. Like, hey, North Korea's got nukes. I don't like them either. I say we team up and just beat the shit out of North Korea. In character. There was a whole North Korea debate thing. And then eventually, at the end, they had to hand out some prizes. So the dude who was elected as the speaker, aka SRA Steven, he won like a gavel and like the thing you pound the gavel on. He won one of those. And then they had to decide who would be like who was the best ambassador. Whoever wins that gets like a UN flag. Um, it was the German student in the crowd who was representing India. He was like a nice middle ground voice of reason for most of it. He didn't like take any hard line issues. Ooh, I got a drink in here. Water. Anyway, So yeah, he won the UN flag, I got a Japanese flag. Then after the end of all that, I did some math. Anyway, so yeah, that's just some fun, random political stuff that's been happening this week for me. Nothing too insanely serious, but still interesting, I'd say. So, if you've enjoyed this video, you can leave a like or subscribe if you like it, or you can leave a comment down below if you have anything to say about it. You can also follow me on Instagram at RiddlerX5, and until next time, I'll see you later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wow.